Hello, all you wonderful people around the world. Welcome back. As you can see, we're doing something new today. We're not doing a draft, we are doing Alchemy. That's right, the new format on MTG Arena just dropped like literally 10 minutes ago, and we're here to try it out first. So when you first open on Arena, in case you don't know, basically, if anybody doesn't know what Arena is, I will have down in the description the official article from Wizards of the Coast explaining exactly what it is. But in short, it's an online-only format made by Wizards of the Coast that will use all cards that are standard and historic legal. And they will also include cards that are only legal digitally, I mean only possible to have digitally, because they will do stuff like perpetually change cards, which means that they will stay changed for the rest of the game. Or will add stuff that's do stuff that can only be done in online, like electronic format, so like online format, right? They will add 60 new cards in this case, and it will then kind of depend on every set. It will come out every time 30 days after the new set comes out for standard. You will have the update as well for Alchemy, where you will have the cards that will be either rebalanced for the online format or completely new cards will be added. So after you turn on Arena after the new update, this is what you're going to see in the store. You are now able to buy the Innistrad packs. There are two options. You can browse, you can pay 15 packs with 3,000 gems. That's something you can do, I think, normally. And something that you have once per account, that you can buy 20 Alchemy Innistrad booster packs for either 3,000 gold, that's like 15 euros, $20, or 15,000 gold, in-game gold, and you will get the cards. And when opening this, we'll see how it actually looks like. Because it's Innistrad set of Alchemy, it's going to have most of the cards from Innistrad. Only the rare and the two uncommons that you open are going to be from the Alchemy set. The rest will be just normal Innistrad Crimson Vow cards, right? Otherwise, like, they had a few new updates. You have like the Oko, I don't know how to call this emoticon again. You have a new pet with a new card sleeve, pretty cute pet. It's a holiday fox. These super sweet secret layer lands that you can buy, like pixel lands. Just like look. I think they look pretty cool. I don't know how they will look like actually in person, but online I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get them because, I don't know, I think they look sweet. And a bunch of new cosmetics for the cards that are available in Alchemy, in the new set only. Like you see, you have that new logo, that big A, like for Arena 22, that shows that these cards are specific for Alchemy, right? So let's go buy this set that's specific for once per account for Alchemy, and let's see what kind of boosters we actually get with this. We're going to be opening one, and then we're going to dive into the new set. They made a new event for it. I guess it's still a bit glitched. It doesn't show the packs. That's weird. Okay. Well, that's where I guess it's still glitched a bit. Well, anyway, they added the new event, Welcome to Alchemy, where you can play up to 5 wins. You can win as many times, lose as many times as you want, and you can keep playing after the 5th win. The first win gets you a pack, as well as the 3rd one and the 5th one, and the 4th, the 2nd and the 4th win gave you 1,000 experience points to advance your mastery pass. And when you start it, you immediately get 3 more Alchemy boosters. And which scene will be? They won't show now. Okay, let's open up just to see how it looks like, how it's different from a regular set, right? So the bottom cards are going to be all the same from this set, Crimson Vow Innistrad edition. But the top 3 all are going to be from the Alchemy set, like the specific one for this one, right? So you have 2 uncommons. Like you see, it has a new symbol, it has a new mechanic called Seek, which basically means that you find a card from your deck and you get to put it in your hand. I think it will show you multiple options and you can choose whichever one you want, depending on the effect of the card. And you have this, like, cards perpetually gain an ability, which means that they gain the ability no matter in which zone they are. They could be shuffled back in the deck, they could be on in your hand, on the battlefield, in the graveyard. No matter what, they will not lose that ability that this card gives them. And the rare, let's see what we got. Guardian Evangel. So when he enters the battlefield, he conjures, which means that he basically creates, for anybody who plays Hearthstone, that will be something familiar. He basically, when you play him, he creates another copy of himself, another Guardian Evangel, into your hand, and you can play that until the end of the turn, and if you don't, it's discarded. So you can play as many as you want in a turn, if you have the mana for it. And when you stop playing it, basically all the next additional copy basically will disappear. So let's open all three of them that we got now as the start of the set. So you can also still get, I guess, the wild cards, not necessarily that you will get that, and it has the protection, duplicate protection. So in case you already, when you open up more of these cards, if you already have four of a rare, you will not get the fifth copy of it. You will get another rare or mythic rare, or a gold or mythic wild card. So let's see the next one, Suntail Squadron. Basically, it conjures a card named Suntail Hawk into your hand, and on the right it shows you what the card it actually creates will look like. So you can imagine easily what you will be getting. And the third one, okay, let's see, Protector, Angel of Unity, and Ominous Traveler, who, let's see, this guy has a new ability again. He drafts a card from his spellbook. Like, so some cards will have a spellbook, some cards will have multiple cards that are in this spellbook. This guy, for example, only has one, I think. It has this Dominating Vampire. So basically, when he enters the battlefield, you get a oh no, sorry, it has 15 of them. Yeah, it says like on the top right above the card. It has Dominating Vampire, Vampire Socialite, Storm Blood Thief, Pit Fighter, Wolfkin Outcast, Howlpack Piper, Tovolar, Patrician Geist, Shipwreck Sifter, Steelclad Spirit, Heron Blaze Geist, Argul of Trevon, Champion of the Perished, Headless Rider, and Blade Stitched Scab. So you will draft, I don't know how many cards you will be shown, but you will be able to, probably like 3 cards, and you will be able to choose one of them, and you add that card to your hand, and then this card's effect continues. So that card perpetually, so forever, gains, you may spend mana as though it were mana of any color to cast the spell, and whenever you cast the spell, return the creature named Ominous Traveler, so himself, you control to his owner's hand. So basically you play it, you discover one of these 15 creatures. When you play that creature, you return this guy to your hand and you can play it again. So we're gonna leave the rest of the packs for later, and let's jump right into our event. Welcome to Alchemy. We already have a deck made. I will have the deck list in the description as well. It's gonna be a zombie. Let's see, can we check it out? We're gonna have a blue-black zombie deck featuring the really sweet enchantment from the newest set, Necroduality, which means that whenever you whenever a non-token zombie enters the battlefield under our control, we create a token that's a copy of that creature. And then mostly everything in our deck is going to be a zombie or a way to return zombies, or like explode them for some profit. I got this deck list from MTG Goldfish, so like I said, I will have the link to it in the description. And for now, let's jump in and let's give it a try. Let's try the new set out to see what crazy things people already came up with. The games are firing up immediately. I imagine everybody's trying out the new set just to see how it looks like. I'm gonna have the deck list up just so people can actually see what we're playing with. Oh wait, this comes untapped, yeah. We had 2 dualities, so whenever you play a zombie, if you have both out, you get 2 extra zombies. Wow, well, that's just rude. Yeah, very, very slow hand. We're gonna need some time to get stuff going. We have like a lot of 2 and 3 and even 1 cost 1 mana zombies. Kind of unfortunate we did not draw any of them just yet. Yeah, definitely killing that thing. Okay, definitely killing that before it flips. I'm just gonna play him out, not gonna exploit. We have enough cards in hand. This can be also played as a land. I'm actually gonna do it because that unlocks our whole hand. The removal is great, but so far it looks like our opponent is playing some kind of a control deck. So in that case, that might not be even that useful. Like, we did kill off one of his creatures already. Let's see, could be like a Sod coming. Yeah. Well, we have another Necro Duality in the hand, so we can try again next turn. So let's see again. And he revealed another one, and he played that one as well again. So we can exile this, and we can look for something that's a 2-drop at the end of turn. Next turn we're gonna have 5 mana now, so we can only play one of these two. I'm gonna go for End Step. I kind of want to resolve this, because then every zombie we're gonna play is gonna be more problematic for him. But if he trades off, like playing this guy and starts seeking creatures, because we have already then 2 creatures in the graveyard, might not also be a bad idea. Let's see. Like, I'll play this out. Next turn we can, yeah, like this can make a double zombie, this can be doubled as well, and it's not a legendary creature, so we can have multiples. Let's try to do something fun. Our opponent is of course going to try to prevent us from doing something interesting. Well, we know that he has a counter spell, and like, let's try out the smaller creature, because maybe he'll think that we can have something bigger as well, and he won't counter the third thing he sees. Maybe he'll be greedy and he'll be like, oh, we can do that better than that. Like, otherwise it's whatever. We do not have mana to do more than one thing at a time anyway. It seems like a pretty standard Grixis list, unfortunately. I was hoping that people are going to try something a bit more interesting with all the new cards available. I don't even know what to do. So we get a 4-drop then, because we exiled a 3-drop. And our opponent doesn't see what it is, I think. Because the game itself makes sure that it's something that's according to the rules. So you don't need, the opponent doesn't need to see it. That's going to be actually really useful against a control deck, I think. If we ever do manage to stick anything on the board, that is. Now we have even double trigger. Now we get all the zombies we ever want. I'll play out. I'll play out one. We have also the Amalgam as a counter spell up. So now if he wipes the board, we get new zombies. Can be countered, yep. Yeah, that's a card. That's definitely a card that you can have. It's a Magic the Gathering card. Okay, I'll just play another one, I guess. Oh, that's gonna be useful against a opponent that only plays one creature, no matter how big that creature is. And if he kills any one of our creatures, we just get 4 more. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That's gonna wipe our whole board. I got rid of the duality. That's nasty. Ah, but we get zombies afterwards. Nice. Oh, come on. Now he's gonna take our only answer to the fish. I mean, to the Kraken. I mean, to be honest, we're probably still winning this game, regardless. Like, we hit him for 18 now. No, 16, sorry. I think that's still pretty good. And this can be actually mana creature, so let's see how much mana he has. 1, he's got only that. Yeah, we got him. Like, it was making that many zombies for just too much. Take this thing, not that it matters. Because we got him! Got there! Got the first win! With our sweet Necroduality zombies. The unstoppable zombie hordes were just too much for our opponent to handle. And we got a prize. Like, let's see, we got another booster. On to the next game. Okay, we changed up the deck just a little bit. I added 2 more lands. We did have 23 actually, because I didn't count the Agharim's Awakening as a land before. So we have 23, but so it could be that we just had kind of a bad variance. We did not draw more than 2 lands most games, like now. But hopefully we're gonna have a bit less problems now. Like, hopefully we can get to all 5 wins with the deck, because the deck looks really sweet. I really want to try a deck with Necroduality, because it's such a cool design of a card. Gonna be a bit mana inefficient, just because I want to get both online. Because next turn they're both gonna be growing. Like, if he's trading it off, I'm okay with that. Like, I thought that he was gonna have some more abilities around the Bloodcaster. Шпионка. Грибу Королевs. Is he like Russian or something? Шпионка. Let's just play. No, let's just be mana efficient. Especially because we're not playing to exploit the champion. Might as well add more power to the board. Can add now two 1/1 pairs, so whatever zombie we play now, it will just make this into a 3/3. We could also play this, exploit the Headless Rider, we get 2 zombies and we get 3 triggers on the champion. So she's got a lot of spells. Let's see, Cauldron, Vengeance, Oven, Cottage, Familiar, nice. Really super thematical. I'm gonna sacrifice the Knight, because the Knight only gets blocked by this anyway. And get 2 zombies instead. What does this do? Sanguine Brushstroke. Aha, so when it enters the battlefield, create a blood token and conjure a card named Blood Artist. So that's where he got the Blood Artist. And whenever you sacrifice a blood token, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. That's super thematical. Wow, that's like showing the Blood Artist painting with blood, therefore sacrificing the blood, and draining, because that's his ability. That's really cool. That's super cool. Like, but for the love of us, we can't draw more than 2 or 3 lands in any of our games. I don't know what's happening. Like, can we just draw normally, please? Like, we don't have even that many 4-drops or higher, and we always manage to draw a lot of those. I guess this ability stack, as well as the Blood Artist, that is gonna drain us really fast. Especially because it has a bunch of chump blockers. I think that we just need to kill a Blood Artist before, because otherwise he's gonna start getting too many triggers from that. Like, okay, sure, we're gonna be drained now for 2 already. And for every creature that he has, we again gain drained for 1. So we again drained for 2 more. But otherwise we would be drained for 4 if the other Blood Artist would be still alive. Like, we're already on 9 and he's on 18, and he basically just drained us out, like, for a bunch. And he can start using this and drain us for 1 again with each one. Okay. We might just get drained out in this game. Especially because he obviously doesn't have any problems drawing lands he needs to play all his spells, like we are currently having the issue of doing. Like, again, gonna be drained for 3. And we don't have any life gain, so he can just next turn sacrifice all his blood tokens and go to 1 already. Oh, and then attack us. Yeah, like, yeah, he can just do that and sacrifice something to the hostile and then kill us. Nice with Drake. Like, okay, now we see finally some of the new cards getting used, and it seems like a really powerful engine, just draining out your opponent incredibly fast. Oh, yeah. Now he's just gonna drain us already for 4 with those triggers. And he can make us draw 2 cards and lose 2 life. Yep. Wow, now he drained us like so fast. Okay, I mean, it was like turn 8, I guess. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, turn 7. But it was a sweet deck. the way he drained us out. Like I need to try making a deck around Blood Artist. Okay, we're back. We changed our deck a little bit. I went for a bit straightforward mono red version. It's like a mono red burn aggro deck. We do use a few new cards as well. We use Electrostatic Blast, which deals 2 damage to any target when you cast it. And when you cast your deck's instant or sorcerer spell, exile the top 3 cards of your library, and you may play one of those this turn. Another card that we're playing is the Frenzied Geist Blaster. He has prowess, and if we have 20 or more instant or sorcerer's cards among cards in your graveyard, hand, or library, and libraries, or altogether, you may discard a card. If you do, seek an instant or sorcerer card. We have the Chandra from the new set. We have Troll's Disciple. It's a 3 mana, 3/3 haste. Whenever he attacks, conjure 4 cards in Enchanting Bolt, so basically create 4 copies of it, and you put it into your deck and shuffle the deck. And we have the Town Razor Tyrant, which is a card that it's a flying dragon. Who doesn't like dragons, right? It's of course 4 mana, and when he enters the battlefield, target land you don't control loses all abilities except mana abilities and gains at the beginning of your upkeep. This permanent deals 2 damage to you, unless you sacrifice it to. So you basically put it on opponent's land. He needs to either sacrifice it, or it keeps dealing damage to him. And we have the updated Faceless Haven, and we're gonna see how that actually works out. So let's give it a try again. So we are up against Grey Mage. We are on the draw, but we're gonna keep that. Also, I'm gonna have the deck list for this deck in the description of the video, so if you do find it interesting, you can just follow the link to just follow the link to Magic Goldfish, MTG Goldfish, and you can download the deck yourself. It uses quite a few of the new cards, all rares or mythics, so it's not the most budget-friendly deck, but it is still mono red, doesn't have any of the fancy lands. Most of the creatures that you will use, you will probably be using in other decks as well. And it's something fast, something great to use when people are just experimenting with the set. Sure. Then in this case we're just gonna start out with the Geist Blaster. Let's see how he works. We can discard a card. Yeah, I'm gonna discard 1 Impulse. We have enough card draw. Let's see. So I guess it conjures a card, or no, sorry, it seeks a card. So it finds it from your deck. So we have one of these left in the deck now. I kind of want to draw another land, so I'm gonna do that. It's great that we have also the trigger from Prowess. So next turn, when we can play this, we deal 2 damage to target, and when you cast the next spell, you exile the top card. So we can do some shenanigans. When he dies, you gain 4 life. We, of course, as soon as we start playing the mono red deck, we managed to find like a life gain deck. It's perfect against us. So whenever we cast the next one, exile the top 3 cards, and we can play 1. It's not really that relevant. Yeah, resolve that. I guess I can do that. We don't need another Haven. So we can only do 1 of them anyway, right? Might as well get the land out then. And we can do another Play with Fire, but I'm gonna save it up for next turn. We can also just answer something our opponent plays. We can use maybe one of the Spikefield Hazards if he has something small. He get already like, what, 8 4, 8, 10 lives this game. Otherwise he would be on 8 if he didn't gain so much life. Yeah, it doesn't even kill it because it has it has prowess. Can't even kill it with or play with fire. If you sacrifice it, okay, I thought it meant that if we sacrifice it, he would get something back. Might as well just play this then. Let's deal 3 to the face. Flip this guy. And we can play this as a land. Just so we have a bit more options for next turn. We can discard the other one to this. Now I can get this guy back, again can gain 4 lives. So we don't even have 20 left. Interesting. Good to know. Should have tapped this and be able to attack with that. Yeah, our opponent is gonna gain so much life this turn. This game, he get like 40 lives. Like the funny thing is that in the previous deck we had the zombies, we would not even care that he's getting so much life. Like he's gonna counter that spell now. Fine, no problem. We do need to kill this. Pay 3, absolutely. We dealt him so much damage already in this game, and like we're just playing a deck that's just super into getting life. Into just like the only thing this deck does is gain 1,000,000 lives. Now we're gonna shuffle 3 bolts in our deck. Like I would have kept this up, but it doesn't matter because you can just jump with all 4 of them. Unbelievable how much life he gained in this game. Like 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, like, I don't know, 15 lives. Let's see. There's no way to use both, right? Let's see, 3, 4. Yeah, there's no way to use both lands. Okay. You copy the spell and you draw a card and lose a life. Sure. That only kills our one goblin. Okay. Lightning bolts, nice. I'm gonna just use this to have another land, so we can actually attack with that next turn. I guess you could have like another village rights or whatever. Plan the Forbidden, sure. He does lose a lot of life this way. This next turn we can attack with both creature lands. Probably kill him. Another one. Okay. He gains 1 life back. Can he activate this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, he can. What does Chandra do again? Doesn't actually do anything. I mean, not as relevant as just playing 2 lands, attacking with both. He can activate his creature land and block 1, but he's just dead to the other then. And he can only gain life if his creature dies. Oh no, sorry, when a creature an opponent controls dies, you get 1 life, sure. But if he had a removal from one of these two, he would stay alive. Right now he just dies still, before this trigger even happens, but even then he would gain 1 life. So, okay, win number 2. Let's keep on going. Okay, let's see what kind of reward we get. Okay, whatever. Move on to the next game. This is the real reward, getting 1000 XP. Gonna be better. Probably gonna get us a new art or a booster in the Mastery Pass. Okay, let's go, let's go. Let's burn out our opponents. Okay, the hand seems okay. Hello. Don't tell me it's another live game deck. Like, we can't be that unlucky. We play burned, immediately we get paired up against all the live game decks. No. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. Nothing to worry about. Ooh. Okay, yeah, this is something we'll need to finish rather fast, I would say. So like, we could kill it, getting for 2. It's probably not worth it. Like, we don't want to discard anything, so I'm not gonna play this guy. Nor am I attacking, because I want to play next turn the play with fire. Kill the blocker, transform this, attacking for 5. play the Geist Blaster. And this, discarding what, Chandra maybe? Or that's just a Den of the Bugbear? Mana value X or less. Target Planeswalker. So let's say he has another land, so he can do something for 4. He gets Toxrill back. And he can, for 2 more lands, he can get in Ren 7. He decides not to get it back. Interesting. So he can get the Butler back, I guess, with the Confront the Past. Ah, okay. He's got a way to cheat it in. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's just gonna kill us. Yeah. Returning Toxrill to the battlefield. We were not gonna win that game. No. Turn 5 Toxrill. That explains why he didn't want to return it with a Butler. We didn't have any chance to win that. We had no way to kill Toxrill in that turn. We could deal him 5 damage with the Royal Eruption as well as Play with Fire. And we would just lose our whole board next turn. Sure. Oh look, they added some snow, winter scenes to the game. Like they added a hat, lollipop, presents. If there are 20 or more instant sorceries among cards in your graveyard, hand, and library. So we have 20 spells in our deck. Why doesn't it trigger? I don't get it. We have like 4, 7, 10, 13, 16. I guess this counts. 17. Oh wow, we don't have it actually. We actually don't have it. What? That's surprising. Actually, I'm gonna just play another one. We could kill it, but whatever we exile, we can't play any of those things. I want to save this for something bigger to kill. And I'm not gonna attack into it, because he can then minus it and just kill it. Rather wait 1 more turn and then kill it if nothing else happens. Maybe we'll also draw a land, then we can then use this and this, and we're gonna have more lands to do something. If not, then we can still just use this on this and get double prowess. We're gonna get in for 3. If we manage to hit another, like either 1 mana spell or a land and a spell, we can play that as well. You need to actually play those. My bad, yeah, you need to actually play the card from your hand, then you can exile stuff. Your chat also seems super clunky. So we can add 1 mana and then add 1 damage to player or planeswalker, which is kind of whatever. You can exile top card, and if it's red you may cast it. Yeah, that's okay. That's good for him. We're gonna need to roll eruption this guy. You can also play her, start plussing her. Start getting some. You may cast it, so even if you flip a land, you cannot actually play the land out. But might as well do this. Just to gain some. Like if he doesn't, he currently can't kill it, and that means that we're gonna have 4 mana next turn. We can then play this and this, or the Tyrant. We're just gonna block 1 off. Can deal 1 damage to her. We don't care about that. 4. Can have 5. Let's exile the top card, see if we can get something better. Oh, just playing a 4/4 might not be bad actually. It blocks everything he has on the board. I'm just gonna make him sacrifice a land. Like now this land has either sacrifice it or it will deal 2 damage in your upkeep. So kind of constrain him on mana. He wants a land? Okay. And we have a nice big flyer to attack him with. I'm gonna trade off my, or will I? I'm gonna have another one, and I have another Chandra. I could just let him do it. Like, if they trade off, he's also gonna. No, he won't because it was his turn. He won't draw another card. Ah, so this ability just stays. Aha, okay, I didn't even know that Electrostatic Blast just stays there. I thought it was gonna be like, just until end of turn. Okay, that's actually really useful. Good to know. In that case, yeah, we're gonna... okay, I get to play one of the cards, obviously. Okay, interesting. Learning the new cards. Now I can need to save the land already. Like, he's mono black, so it doesn't really matter to him that he's sacrificing. We cannot, like, make him sacrifice one of his sources of mana that he really needs or something. So against this kind of deck, plus he doesn't need that much mana, it's not as good of an ability, but I think it's still pretty good. Like we could just play another one. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 4, kill this. Village rights, okay. Sure. Though that good thing we didn't play this because he would just blow us out even more then. Now we kinda need to hope that our dragon survives. That we can kill him in 2 turns in the air. Like we have also 3 points of damage in the hand, so he's technically on 5 right now. This can kill one of them. Let's see. We'll kill one, right? He can still block it. And we can play this. Roll eruption. Kick it. 7. Right. I think I'm gonna just play Chandra first, plus it, kill the Planeswalker. Attack, if he double blocks, we just kill spiders. If he only blocks one, it's also fine. Like he kind of has to block both, right? And next turn we're going to have 3, 6, 7 mana with her, so we can then kick roll eruption and hit something for 5. Yeah, like if he could make another spider again, he would again kill that off while getting the mana for roll eruptioning this. We would kill off the blood, the solder specialist, you know, 4 or 5. Probably take over the game from there. Okay, our third win out of 4, another boosty, and for the win number 3 out of 5. So we have 2 more wins to go. We go first, we have 1 drop, some removal. We know now that electrostatic blast just lasts until the end of the game. Yeah, I mean it does say when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell. It doesn't say until end of turn specifically, but that's how usually these kind of effects work. So I was sure that it's like that, but it just stays like for until you cast the next spell like that, like instant sorcery, then it will trigger. Like even if it's 5 turns down the line. We've been having some really interesting opponents. A lot of them are just like standard decks, slightly modified for the new decks. I'm gonna use this actually. It's more mana efficient than using Play with Fire. Plus now we get that ability waiting for us, so next turn we can play the Frenzied Gas Blaster, and if we play another land, we can do this. Plus we have that passive up. Like any damage that we manage to push through is good for us. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of one of the 4 drops. I'm actually just gonna play out that as a land. We can use another land, and this might just grow big enough that this doesn't kill it. So now we kill this and we trigger the electrostatic blast. And we're gonna cast this as well. But that's some cool card advantage that Red has gotten. And we got 2 Prowess triggers from the Geist Blaster. Like, Geist Blaster reminds me of that card from Mad Max, like one of the original movies, where it was like he was fighting somebody called the Master Blaster. Like, it's such a cool name, like Master Blaster. It's just like, it was like some midget being carried by some huge brute that was just super buffed. It was like just completely ridiculous, but so funny. We don't kill him yet, so might as well play out a flyer. Like, now it's gonna be better. Yeah, we'll play out the land, obviously. We'll not attack. Also, guys, I didn't say this before, but if you like this kind of content, if you like the videos, I normally make draft videos on the channel. I'm gonna start doing videos about Alchemy. If people will be interested in the set, in the format, I mean. If you will be interested, be sure to leave me a like in this video. Let me know in the comments that you do find this interesting. And if you get to this point of the video, write Master Blaster or Geist Blaster in the comments, just to let me know that you got this far. And yeah, just keep enjoying the video. Wow, this guy has a ton of text. Like, what does he do? Enters the battlefield, you may exile a creature card from your hand. If you do, search your hand and library for any number of cards with the same name, exile them, then shuffle. Choose a creature card you own from outside the game, because you exile them, I guess. You choose one of the exiled cards then, and you conjure a duplicate of that card into your hand for each card exiled from your hand this way. What? Well, I don't think I get it. So he exiled the Weaver of Blossoms. So he got a copy of Weaver into his hand. Okay. So what did that actually do? I guess if he had more in the deck, he could exile all of those as well. I'm not sure why would you want to do that, but I guess you could. Interesting. Let's just see what we draw first. Okay, very good, very good. Very good choices. Yeah, okay, he just gave up. I wonder if our opponent understood what's the point of that green rare, because I read it and I don't get it. Even when he used it, like, he exiled the card from his hand and he got a duplicate of it. So he didn't actually gain any more cards than he had before. He did not exile any of them from his deck. Like, and from what I read, it would not actually do anything. You only get more cards if you exile from the, like, multiple from your hand. I don't get it. But okay, let's move on to the final game, final win. Some of these cards are worded kind of weirdly, and it's going to be definitely interesting to get used to these new digital-only cards where they affect stuff in different boards, or they depend. I don't know. Some cards depend on how many turns you had already in the game. Like the more turns you had, the stronger the card is, or whatever. Like effects can be really interesting. And it will be something like a lot. It seems like it's going to be a lot to keep track of, like how many turns pass. Like you will not remember like by turn 10 how it actually been 10 turns, but your opponent is going to have like a. I know there's a werewolf that gives you this option that if you foretell it, it then counts. Discard a card even. I guess, yeah, kind of discard this. So it gets a +1/+1 counter for each turn that passed, since that card was foretold. It was like if you foretell it like turn 2, and by turn 10, you will, when you play it, for example, you will get 8 +1/+1 counters, right? And it will be like pretty crazy. I guess the card will keep track of how many turns it was. Like you can hover over the card, it will tell you. I don't know, it's been already 5 turns. You will know how big the card you're actually getting. Because if that is not going to be the case, it's going to be really weird. Probably going to play this afterwards. Okay, let's get the browse trigger. This guy, I don't need. Kinda like we got a third land. This goes to the face, so it's pretty good. I guess I'll keep it. Like we're gonna beat him down really fast if he doesn't do anything. Like. If he could have like a board wipe or something. Okay, counterspell, whatever. Got rid of our 1-drop, sure. We have a burn spell and another burn spell coming. Sure. Might as well then just attack first. See if he'll remove this. No. Okay, we are a burn deck after all, so might as well go face. Negate. Okay, sure. Classic burn matchup. We do like if he doesn't keep drawing lands and have action, he will just die to us. Like he needs to remove this pit fighter eventually as well as have answer to everything else that we're playing. If this resolves, I'm gonna pitch away the tyrant, but it's not gonna. Like he still needs to answer this thing, and we can always sacrifice it. Only if an opponent lost life this turn. So after it deals damage, if he tries to remove it afterwards, in my turn, I can just sacrifice it to draw out the cards. Now I'm actually gonna play this guy out. I don't think there's a counter spell for 1 blue. We're gonna make him try to constrain him on mana a little bit. Take away 1 black. He'll need to get rid of it in the upkeep or take 2 damage. Yeah, I thought that he has either Consider or Fading Hope, which would not do. Fading Hope not. I don't know if it even bounces this. I guess it does, but it doesn't get a scry trigger, right? Consider, yeah, he needs to look for an answer to this immediately. Like he only has 2 cards in hand. Like this does not do anything against us because we now have a flyer. Interesting that he negated a removal spell, so he must have another one in hand. Ah, that's what he had, okay. So we can just attack with this. We shuffle 4 bolts. And he blocks this, he goes to 2. Like he hits the bigger guy. Now we shuffle 4 lightning bolts in the deck. And the funny thing is, like he blocks a bigger one. The next turn we again attack with this guy. And we again shuffle 4 bolts in the deck, right? So the game goes longer. Plus now he needs to sacrifice his dead land. I'm gonna constrain him on mana a little bit, hopefully. Like if we attack again, okay, he got an answer for that. But now he stepped out and we just kill him with a roll eruption. And that will be the 5th win for us. So we're gonna be finishing the event with Mono Burn. Just for good measure, I'm gonna play the Master Blaster first. Decline and burn his face in a proper Mono Burn fashion. Got there. Now let's open the prize. We got 3 booster packs as a reward. I'm not sure if I already opened one in between the rounds. We'll check how many we have now to see what sweet new cards we got. And we'll level up in between. Claim the prize. Thank you very much. And our deserved wins. Let's see. It seems I already opened one in between, but no problem. Fearsome Whelp. Oh, look how cute it is. Oh my god. At the beginning of your end step, each dragon card in your hand perpetually gains this costs 1 less to cast. Oh, okay. We saw Brittle Flame before. Patient Zero. That's such a cool card. Such a Hearthstone card also. Like damage isn't removed from creatures your opponents control during cleanup steps. So they just like the damage keeps piling on until the creature's dead eventually. And it has Lifelink by itself. It's gonna be a really cool card in some kind of a zombie build. And we got a mythic, a first one. Captain Eberhard, double strike, legendary human soldier for 2 mana, 1/1. Spells cast from among cards you drew this turn costs 1 less to cast. Spells cast from among cards your opponent drew this turn cost 1 more to cast. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, that's it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave me down a like. Subscribe for the channel not to miss any future content. And hope you guys will enjoy Alchemy.